I hope you are all doing well. I noticed a couple new community members in our Discord over the weekend, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the news and the content and the humor thus far. And for those of you who do like humor, crypto conversations, and a direct line of communication to someone who knows their way around the blockchain, go ahead and check our socials down below so you can be a part of this community. I love to share tips and tricks that will allow you to use the crypto space to your benefit. Now, moving on to the elephant in the room, extreme fear and doubt has entered the chat. And to be quite honest, I honestly don't think people are that afraid. I really think people know the value of the crypto space and are selling on purpose to keep the price low or get the price low enough to scoop up a decent amount at a very attractive price. I was listening to this documentary that hosted Raoul Pal. He is a prominent figure in the crypto space, and he said something that was very interesting to me. He was talking about how years down the line, we won't care what user interface, what actions, what payment rails go through which blockchain. Once these blockchains are fully built, the infrastructure and the plumbing is set to provide maximum efficiency to the financial system that we so love today. We won't care, and neither will we know, unless you care to, actually know what blockchain you're using in the future. If you have been watching this channel for some time, I've said this before, to the point that I don't believe anybody really cares how emails work. And that was one great application that came from the information age in the early 2000s. A lot of people were skeptical at first, and it took a lot of time for that idea to just instantly send data, information across the world at the snap of a finger. But here we are. It's a part of our daily life, and a lot of people couldn't live without it. Here's a clip of the documentary that I watched. I will put the full link in the description.
So the Lightning layer allows us to transfer money quickly around. Is that any better or different than using other ones? I think in 10 years' time, we'll have this conversation. You and I will be using all sorts of applications of which we won't even know or care what blockchain they're on. And they'll probably go across 6 different blockchains. We don't care. Much like I don't know what computer you're using. I don't know what internet provider you're on, what modem you're using. I don't know what software you're running. Nothing. Doesn't matter.
Now, with all that being said, today's video is going to include a project update. And the reason why I find this important is because when in times of a bear market, when in times of adversity, extreme trials, pay attention to the projects. I think that's when you will see what they are actually made of. Do they handle their finances well? Do they downsize because they mishandled money in a bull market? Are they still completing the little goals that are set out on their roadmap, regardless of if it's a bear market or a bull market? These things I find very important and will define the projects that will lead the future of cryptocurrency. And today, the project we are talking about is Verasity. For those of you who have not seen my first video on Vera, I will go ahead and put a link in the video if you want to go watch that. But just to give you a quick rundown, Verasity is a growing crypto company that basically plants themselves across the esports, video entertainment, and advertising sector, claiming that their mission is to eliminate ad fraud, which is eating away at advertisers' money. When they pay out to publishers and creators and those alike, you can bet they would want their money to go to the place that's intended. So there's Veracity's mission. That's what they want to do. And in this project updates video, I will definitely be discussing a few other things that they're trying to jump into with their patented technology. And that technology is called proof of view. So let's get right to the details. Along with the home webpage refresh, which looks really good, that was a part of their updates as well. I'll go through the bullet points from their AMA that happened last week. So here on the first bullet, you can see they plan to integrate Vera Esports into Veraverse, which is going to be their NFT marketplace. Now, this is a popular thing that's happening amongst all blockchains right now. Everyone wants to get their NFT marketplace out there so they can apply their technology, and in this specific case, proof of view technology, which would eliminate NFT fraud, which I think is quite valuable as well. They're still continuing to market themselves and their technology to older companies that may be gatekeepers to the advertising space, which is expected. Next up, the Vera player, which is their ad stack to separate the real from the fake. More importantly, the bots from the humans. While compensating users, I also think that's pretty cool. You get compensated for the consumption of media, which I find really excellent for publishers. And the last bullet, when their NFT marketplace launches, it will be built around in-game items, which they are already a part of the esports arena. So I plan on them partnering up with a heavy hitter in the gaming area sooner or later. I hope they deliver on that part. And on the next page, they're just reviewing, making their system more efficient, looking for ways to improve and make it more rewarding. They're also looking at metaverse advertising, which I still don't know how that would work, and neither does Verasity, but they are keeping their eye on that sector. So when the opportunity does present itself, they will be there to benefit from it. Also, for the play to earn games that will be in esports sometime in the future, skins and weapon mods will be confirmed as NFTs, which reminds me of what Ubisoft wanted to do earlier 2021. They got a lot of flack for it because Ubisoft holds a lot of hardcore gamers. It has a lot of big titles, and they weren't really comfortable with the crypto space. But hopefully, as adoption continues, people start to open up to a new type of gaming. And lastly, sometime this quarter, they plan to partner with select gamers. Don't know who, but I hope it will bring their project progress. And a point that stuck out to me was proof of view for NFTs, which have been a big problem, especially on the biggest NFT marketplace, OpenSea. VRA thinks their proof of view technology can defeat this fraud, along with ad fraud. And they gave some insight on how it can be done. I will post it up on the screen. But if they are successful with this, they can definitely be a value added in a bull market. And that's basically it for project updates on Verasity. They have done a lot of little things leading up to today. I'm keeping an eye on their roadmap. I'm keeping an eye on everyone's roadmap at this point. Like I said, when it comes to bear markets, I am definitely looking at who's still chipping away at the iceberg of adoption and completion, because all of these projects are not yet complete. Also, if you see my first video, I was talking about how they had 25% interest for holders of this token. I don't hold as much anymore. I sold off a lot of it, but they also dropped down to 18.25%. So you still get that early bird reward. 18% is quite high considering the fact that if you go anywhere outside in the traditional finance space, 0.01 is basically your partner for life. So sad to see the 25% go, but 18% is still nothing to laugh at. If there is anything you would like me to expand on, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. If you hold VRA and are a big fan, also let me know down in the comments. I hope you all stay profitable, stay unleveraged. Leverage is really dangerous. Don't invest more than you are willing to lose, and take profit when necessary. That is all I have for this one, and I will see you on the next one.